We have the number 7, which can be a variation of a punch. And we have the number 8, which is also, could be a variation of other punches. But for now, if you learn how to, the basic 6 punches, you're in very good shape, like we're going to learn. By the end of this lesson today, we're going to introduce you to punch number 5 and punch number 6. Okay, with this, we complete the package of the punches that you need to know as an offense weapon, as a weapon of attack. We're talking only right now about attacking movement. We haven't yet talked about the fundamental part of my academy, which is defense. Offense alone will not pay the bills. You need to have the defense, because in reality, offense means attacking, you know? Defense means prevent to attack. And the definition of boxing, the Swiss science, is the ability to hit and don't get hit, or avoid to get hit. Because there's no way on earth that you're not going to be touched. And a good defense means if you touch me, you're not going to touch me flush. I will try my best so you don't have to you're not going to get hit flush. Okay, this is what the problem is. When somebody hit you flush means, you know, you're going to get the full impact of that person incoming power punch or punch. You know, if you're not, if you see the difference between being flush, hit flush, versus avoid to get flush and be touched, it make a lot of difference, because now you didn't get a full impact of the person punch. Instead, it'd be like a slap, just touch, anything. Okay, so defense, you know, offense without a defense can't work. They have to go hands to hands, like everything in boxing. It's like if you want to dance, you got to dance. You got to put together a whole bunch of, you know, your body has to be into it, follow the rhythm, you know, of the music. Which, by the way, in boxing, one of the following subsequent lessons is going to be also learning how to get a rhythm. A rhythm in boxing, in any combat sports, is crucial, because rhythm is like the harmony between your brain, your body, you know, feeling what's going on, keeping the flow of your motion, not thinking too much. You cannot be overthinking as a fighter, because you're going to be wasting too much time. Boxing, you don't have time to think. And also in a fight, in a real life fight, if somebody's going to attack you, you know, you're not going to start thinking, overthinking, because that's when the problems start. Because when you start, you have to live in the now. You have to try to keep your body in the present all the time. It's tough to do sometimes, you know, but you work on it. You train to be on the moment, especially if somebody wants to attack you. You know, instead of thinking, oh my God, this guy's going to hurt me, or this lady's going to hurt me, you know, that your body automatically switch on, which is going to be another topic, how to turn on your body to have the body ready to fight or ready to defend. Okay? It's like a fight or flight response. That's talk extensively in psychology. Okay? And all right, so going back to the number 3 lesson was about the punches. So we started with punch number 1. We covered punch number 1 is the jab. And we learned the mechanics of the jab. We also learned, you know, keeping your front knee forward, the jab, you know, both elbow in, you know, and the guard, you know, if you're righty, the left hand is going to be close to your chin, the right hand could be low, right above your nose, and this is going to be your guard. Guard is important, because guard, once again, a good guard is going to define your good defense at the end of the day. Okay, no punch can go outside without having the other hands protected. You cannot let both hands at the same time, because you're exposing yourself to get hit. So fundamental of defense is also keeping that. So punch number 1 is the jab. See, I don't want to lose track of what I'm saying, because I can easily go off, but I want to make sure that I can get you to accomplish the first this class, which is boxing for beginners, first timer. Okay, so you start the jab. It's a very common punch in boxing. It's a jab. It's a punch that keeps the people away from you, or you can use it to penetrate, you know, to attack, to initiate the movement, to initiate the offense. Okay, that's number 2. That's number 1. Number 2 is the cross. Okay, number 3 This. Number 4, like up. Number 5 we're going to introduce today, we kind of briefly talked about it before, is the uppercut, okay? The left, if you're righty, the left uppercut. How do you accomplish this? You're going to, in your guard position, this elbow, you're going to kind of move. Your motion is going to be like this elbow is going to be kind of trying to touch your knee, okay? With the other hands up, you go up like this, and then you go bring the body up in that motion, okay? So once again, you guard, bend, up. Once again, your body, bring the body here, up, okay? Okay? So do that at least while I'm watching you guys, when I'm trying to do at least 5 times right now. Guard, elbow down, body, up. Body down, here, up. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? This is only for the purpose of this lesson here, but as a homework, you have to do, like I mentioned earlier in previous lesson, every punch, you need to practice this punch at least minimum 50 times a day. From Monday to Friday, you should do it 50 times every day. You can chill Saturday if you need to. And Sunday when you take the class, this punches are going to be looking much better. You're going to feel great. Don't feel bad if you don't get it right the first time around. You know, it happens to all of us. Because nobody mastered those punches in one lesson. Nobody will master those punches in 2 weeks, 6 weeks, not even in 6 weeks. In previous video, I mentioned to you that normally the connection between the body and the brain, especially when you practice boxing, I'm talking about in terms of getting the punches right, it takes at least, a year or 2 of practicing every day. As you're learning something new every day, you're going to keep practicing. So if you don't get it right the first time around, don't feel bad. If you don't get it right next month, don't feel bad. I have seen cases with some of my students that today I'm very proud of them. They have moved from beginners to level 1, level 2, level 3. They're going for 3rd year already. And it's funny because I tell them, I show them video when they started. You can see the difference of this guy now, this woman now, from they started to 2.5 years later, when at first they looked so frustrated, but they could not get the punch right. And I said, don't give up. You keep trying every day. Keep trying every day. Keep grinding every day. With that left hook that sometimes requires a mechanics. It takes a lot of times, a lot of practice to shift your weight from front to back and do it right. Do it right. Keep doing it until you get it right. The right hook is a lot easier, but still it has its own mechanics. So practice that. Another thing that I recommend to all the guys, especially the newcomers, and that you're doing the virtual class, I think is the best thing that you guys can do to really go fast and improve. Since you're not coming, you're not doing physical, we're not doing like a face-to-face training. You don't have a group training that I can be watching you and be telling you, look, your legs are too wide, too close, and whatever. Is to get a phone or a computer and videotape yourself doing your own homework. Just videotape yourself. It's better than having a mirror. Because the mirror, you might be seeing the mirror, you can say, oh, I'm looking fine, I think this punch is good, I think this is good. But in reality, when you might be missing a lot of stuff to the mirror. You might make some corrections. But if you videotape yourself performing, you can always go back to the videotape and see exactly if you're matching the same thing that the coach is telling you to do until you perfect it. The knee, the open legs, the space between as you walk, all that, if you keep in the same distance as you're walking around. Stuff that are crucial. I can assure you if you dominated those stuff, the 1, 2, 3, the guard, hands up, footwork, and the punches, you are in very good shape to be passing this class, boxing for beginners. And like I always said at the beginning, if you want, you should send me a video of your progress. Just send it back to us, in particular to my name. Go to Boxing Regular Fan, JG4420, send you video, showing me what you're doing, any progress, and I can tell you. But do it with confidence, because sometimes I say, well, man, what am I going to do? I've never done this before. But if you do your homework, do your homework, you videotape yourself and say, oh, I'm looking good. Let me send this clip to the teacher, to the coach. And I can critique and I can tell you how to do better, And as the time goes, those flaws that you were showing at first, they're going to be self-correct. It's like when you were, taking mathematics, for instance. In math, you started with arithmetic and then you keep going up and up and up. With arithmetic alone, you will not be able to take calculus in college. So it's just one step at a time, But once you get to the level of college, arithmetic, the stuff is going to be so imprinted in your brain that you will not even think about it. That's the goal. That if you ever have to win a confrontation, that your body automatically get in tune and switch on to perform. That's for you time to perform. This is you're the artist. Now it's your time for you to execute. Don't get hit. And if you need to hit. That's the goal. That's the main goal of boxing when you're a real learner. Okay? So like you saw number 5. Number 5 point was very simple. See, as you go, it's going to be all simple, except that you have to keep in mind the mechanics, those footwork, those bending. Every punch has its own mechanics. Every punch as you saw has its own mechanic. If you throw the cross without turning the leg, that's the wrong mechanic, and you're not going to have the same impact. If you throw the jab, well, the jab doesn't have that much mechanic, except that you have to, cover your face, your chin under your shoulder, which is basically happens in every punch that you throw. Because when you throw the number 2, you're also protecting your chin behind your shoulder. Shoulder and arms are basically your first arm of defense. Because you can take anybody, any age, might take a bigger punch. Even Mike Tyson can throw you, a wild 2 or no 4. And your arm's going to be able to, if you have, the arms are made for this. Don't use your chin, your face to take the punch. But if your arms are there, you can take a lot of pounding. And it's a natural reaction. When you're a kid and mom or your dad was trying to smack you, or the natural reaction of our body as human, is to protect ourselves. So this is great. It's already imprinted on us. Okay? So every punch, if you follow every punch mechanics, like I said, the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, the 6 now, which is the one we're going to introduce. And with this we game over. Then we're ready to begin some, putting together all the ingredients to create a nice product at the end. The next thing also, that I also trying to remind all my students, is that any deficiency that you can pick up, it needs to be corrected at this level, Even if you practice just for beginners, just to learn, just to have fun, at any age, you got to correct the flaws at the beginning, because if those flaws continue, you're never going to be successful, or at least you're not going to say, oh, I thought I knew it, but I know crap, I don't know anything. I didn't know what to do Okay, so every lesson that you take, every homework that you do, when I said to you, do it 50 times a day for 6 days, keep doing it. Allow some time during the day to get it done, because that's what's really going to create the wiring in the brain to say, you know what, You don't have to tell me anymore. I will execute. Okay? And the number 6 is going back to the punch. Punch number 6. And lesson number 4 today. It's going to be, see, everything makes sense if you analyze it. See, when you do with the left, when you do with the left uppercut, which is the punch 5, what makes sense is the punch number 6 is going to be this guy here. First, you're in the guard position. Okay, once again now, the only difference now with this punch, you're going to try to bring this elbow closer to the knee, and from there you're going to come back lunge with power. When I said power, I don't want to confuse you guys because a lot of people confuse power with being, too tense when you throw the punch. That's another mistake from beginners. The beginners, they try to, close their feet so hard, thinking that this is either going to prevent them not to get hurt, or that if that's going to create more power or more damage to the intended target. Okay, that's a mistake. You know, relax, shoulder, neck, all the part of your body so you can move nice and smooth. And your punches, you can just close the fist at the time of the impact. That's been learned also in other lessons. So try to correct anything that you can see that you're doing as you're practicing at home, that you're doing homework. Go back to the video till you can watch it 1,000 times. It's free, Go back, pause it, and say, okay, let me put my knees like that. Let me get my hands up. Let me see what's coming. And like that you can, correct anything that might not look right at this stage of the game, okay? So the number 6 punch, this is going to be the last punch of offense punch. As a generic 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is going to be the last one, okay? So once again, guard as a righty. You're going to bring this knee, the elbow close to the knee. This position, hands up all the time, as you can see, and then you're going to lunge from there. Pull. Watch again how every punch that I throw, I'm not giving the opponent any opening for them to attack. I have something to protect myself in case that guy is too smart, too quick, and punch back at me while I'm throwing the punch. So once again, I'm here, elbow in, elbow close to this knee, and launch. Pow! 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 Bend this a little bit. Pow! Here. Pow! Pow! Okay? So now, well, the 6th time, so I do it 5 times right now while I'm watching you, basically. Okay? Don't worry if you're a lefty. If you're a lefty, like I said at the beginning of this lesson 1 and 2, as a lefty, the only thing you switch is your legs. As a lefty, as a righty, I was like this, the guard, stand. As a lefty, same concept, okay? Same concept. Power left, power hands are always a little bit higher. The defense hands is always going to be lower if you're a lefty. If you're righty, see everything change, pa, pa, and then you can do the same thing. As a righty, you walk 1 foot, same distance, 1 foot, same distance, 1 foot. Right? As a lefty, same distance, whoop, same distance, whoop, same distance, whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 6, 6. Okay, that was for a lefty, okay? see, you will know if you're doing it, if you're throwing these punches correctly. If at the time when you throw your punches first, your hands are up. You're not gonna throw an uppercut with these hands down, you know. So you go like, oh, let me go this. What is wrong? I'm keeping my hand too low. That's not good. The next thing, if you throw a punch and you're out of whack, meaning that your legs are not, you're not in a good guard stand position. Standing, when you get a good stand, you can shoot. You can shoot. And always remain balanced, okay? So keep practice. Do that a few more times, okay? Don't worry if you're not getting it right. You have time to correct it in your homework, okay? If you have any questions, don't forget to always, send it in the comment, on this video, send it to me. I'll look at it. We'll reply back to you as soon as possible, okay? And also, to increase the community of the channel, as you can see, we're trying to do the right thing. We need a subscriber. We need to keep getting more people into this community, okay? Give all guys, at least each person can be 3 guys. Each new member can get 3 new members and tell them about the channel. And if you want to go, one section, if you have a person, eventually you're going to need a partner, especially if you want to go to the next, after the beginners. You can still do it without a partner, but with a partner, you might be able to learn the concept a little better, as I'm trying to explain to you, okay? Because some of the stuff you got to learn with somebody at the next level. You throw a punch at you so you can block and all that stuff, okay? And also when we hit the heavy bags. Heavy bags, you don't need somebody, but when you do, some of the techniques or difference, it's good to have somebody, next to you. You can also use, sometimes I recommend you can use a spring bag, this one here. That will stimulate people throwing punches at you. You also can use it to hit and come back and check your mechanics, But I really like this for beginners. The spring, okay? Because this might simulate. You can simulate the attack. You can simulate the punch and the block. Okay. And this is not too expensive. You can buy the product. It's not too expensive. It's good to have. I mean, the point is that you don't have to have a huge square feet, big footprint for you to create your own space to practice boxing. Maybe that's why it's so popular. Because even in your closet, in your room, in your garage, in your apartment, in the park, you can start practicing boxing without need all the fancy equipment, The other stuff is you can add it, you can add the weight. Later on, you have a heavy bag, but also you might need as you go further, and stuff like that. That will help, But this is just for beginners, and once you're ready for the next beginner plus, then we talk about how you're getting your gloves before you hit anything. Normally a 16-pound gloves. You can get the head gears. That's important too. Head gears. Whenever you're going to practice to the next level, and if you're going to be doing some lesson eventually, above beginners, when if you got to get somebody with you, if you got that person, we can do the virtual training, And if you need some, after this, if you really like it, you're going to continue, doing it in a more private manner through virtual classes, are we willing to, I can do that for you guys as well, okay? So that stuff is you can add that, later on as part of, it's like when you go to college, you're going to go to school sometime, you got to buy the bag, you have to buy some books, stuff that you need, rulers, paper, eraser, pen, books, a lot of stuff, that you might need to take the class. In this case, for now, you're good. Eventually, next level, gloves, gears, 16-pound. They have so many different brands. There are multiple brands that you can eventually get, This is free. I'm not advertising anything, but anyway, I have this. So far, I like this one here, the ring side. I think it's pretty solid, pretty good. I've been using also this one. This cheap also, $35, $50, no more than that. But this is so far what I like the most. I also like this brand. I like it too. Especially when you're gonna hit the heavy bag, this is pretty good. It goes Century. Okay, it's a free advertisement. I'm not charging anything for this. But this is what I use personally when I'm gonna hit the bags and I train all the guys. Okay. All right, so now we got the 6 punches, guys. So I want you to congratulate. If you really did what I'm asking you to do, and if you really do your homework, I'm sure you're ready to, for the next adventure. This is not the end of the class for beginners. It's just the end of the 6 basic punches of boxing. Okay. Once again, I want you for homework. Okay, I want you to do for homework this. Okay. You're gonna do, like I said, you're gonna do the 50 punches every day. You're gonna do the 50 jabs, you're gonna do the 50 cross, relax, not move too much for now. You're gonna do the 50, 50, 50. You're gonna do the 50, 50, 50. Okay, do that. Okay, and then that's question number 1 for the homework. Part number 2 of the homework is gonna be, I want you to do the following. Okay. You can always go back to the video to remember what the homework is. Okay, I want you to do, okay, a 1, 2, 10 times. So what are you gonna do for homework? 1, 2, 10 times. I'm gonna do it with you for today. 1, 2, 10 times. You're gonna go 1, 2, come back. 10 times. 1, 2, 1, 2. You move a little bit. I like the motion because in the real world, in the boxing world, and the combat sport, and even in a real life situation, you're never going to be standing one spot. So since you already been introduced how to walk in the ring, you can do small motion. You can turn, walk, and execute the punch. Like if you go 1, 2, 1, 2, you can move back. 1, 2. You can move side. 1, 2. Move forward. 1, 2. Move side. 2. Rotate. 1, 2. As long as you finish 10. Okay. Repetition. Watch the video so you can duplicate what I'm telling you now. Okay. That's the 1, 2. Okay. Now, the second part of the homework, the third question of the homework, the third part of the homework, you're going to do the 1, 2, 3. You did the 1, 2, 10 times, you're going to do the 1, 2, 3, 10 times. What is the 1, 2, 3? Go back to the video. For now, you should be an expert out with the numbers. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 10 times. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Step. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Back. 1, 2, 3. 1, and so on and so forth until you finish the 10. Okay. And the part number 4, question number 4, the homework will be, give me the 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Do that 10 times. So you're going to be pretty hectic right now. You have the 50 punches with each other punch. They're going to do the 1, 2, 10 times. Or the 1, 2, 3, 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 times. Well, this is great. Because this is now you putting your punches that you're learning already as we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, move. 1, 2, 3, 4, move. 1, 2, 3, 4, move. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do that 10 times, okay? I hope I didn't go off. I didn't went off the screen, but that's the whole idea. Okay. Next, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Same format, 10 punches. Coach is going to teach you how to do it. I mean, showing you how to do it. The 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, and the 5. Come back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do that 10 times. Make sure every time you throw a punch, you're not going to fall. Make sure if that happens, check your stand again. Make sure this feet is 90. Make sure you're not closing and bend your knee a little bit. Keep your chin behind your knee, okay? And the last part, they're going to make you look like you're really learning, like you're getting it done. Let's do the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? Champions, or future champions of life, at least. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 10 punches. Nice, easy, and smooth. No rush. You're not killing anybody. You're not throwing hard punches. Because that comes later on. For now, it's just to start training your brain. Okay? Training your brain on how to put the 6 punches that you're already supposed to have learned. That you have learned, not supposed to. You learn already those 6 punches. So let's go with the ultimate prize. Put together the 6 punches. Starting. 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, the 6. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Difference. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Difference. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Difference. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Back again. Do that 10 times. You're going to be sweating. Even if you're doing this in a cold area, like New York, the East Coast, you're going to be sweating. I'm doing this recording today from Miami. Soon we're going to be having our next lesson at God willing in New York. The next lesson most likely is going to be from New York. Okay. So that's you have now, guys. Congratulations. Really, congratulations from the bottom of my heart. I hope you guys are really, really enjoying this. That you're starting to fall in love with it. Because part of the passion, if you don't have a passion for something, you're not going to be able to be successful. You have to love what you're doing, understand the reason why you're learning. Have fun as you go. And keep practicing every day. I'm going to take you as long as you guys want to go. Okay? But you cannot go any further unless you know, if you're not grabbing the fundamentals, you're not going to be able to go any further. And sometimes these type of classes are better and more productive, like going to an open gym where you have 50 people hitting a bag and one instructor telling you, hey, Mike, you're doing this, bend your knees here. Hey, Julio, this is too low. Hey, Jason, this is you dropping your hands too much. Hey, Maria, you're not moving well. Then keep going, attending everybody. This is like a one-on-one lesson because you don't see anybody around. I got my guys that help me. Chris Gomez, he's the best student. He's my, he helped me to teach some of these classes. But with the virtual classes, what you can do, you can listen. It's like the teacher is talking to you right now. I'm talking to you directly. And you can have the video you can have a family 2 or 3 people in your family listening to this video and watching the video and trying to do it again as a family, as a group. And go back. There's also the ability, the advantage you have in the recording, if you can record it, go back to my channel, is that you can watch it as many times as you want, you know. And you can have your own program later on. You can say, let me go up. Let me see when I'm ready for the next level. Like I said, once you have this, then we're in good shape. We're not yet done with the beginners, boxing for beginners. This is just, we're in the embryonic stage, if you will, you know. But all the success, your success is going to depend on how well you take this embryonic, you know, stage or process where you're at right now. That's going to take you to the next level, for sure. Okay? So, my part, I think I'm done. Don't forget that before you do any drills, any workout with me, you know, off camera, you got to do your warm-up first. I always encourage you guys to do at least, you know, if you're still in a stage, if you can still do it, jog for 20 minutes, run for 10 minutes if you can, or walk for 20 minutes. Get sweat a little bit so your body gets into the motion. You know, also do some, which is not included here on this video because it's going to take too much time, is the warm up, you know, the boxing jump, you know, boxing jump, the jumping rope, you know, the motion, get all the stuff, get your body in tune before you get to the class, because it's going to help you. It's going to also, you know, get you the flexibility that you need or require to be feeling great. Because every punch that you throw, your body has to feel, you know, have to be flexible, bent without not breaking, executing as per plan, moving as you need it, attacking as you see the opening. That's beautiful. I always love. I've been in love, madly in love with boxing since I was a young age, and I've been fighting on and off, you know, when I was younger. And as I'm getting, you know, at this, you know, at this level, what I'm trying to do is just to teach the guys what I learned, because really it helped me a lot in life, to be disciplined and also, you know, to deal with a lot of stuff. Because boxing, you can relate boxing to your life as well. Never give up. If you drop one time, get up. If something is not working, analyze why. Maybe your hands are too low and you'll be getting hit. So bring it up. If your life and your business is not going well, why is it not going well? What can I do to make it better? So it's always a correlation. I can see the resemblance. I can see how can you incorporate the boxing concept into real life and your life. Okay, discipline, respect, never bully anybody. You know, always be humble of what you learn and how you teach other people. Okay, so please don't forget like always. I can always ask you to subscribe to the channel, press the like button as we grow. Okay, as we grow, it's going to be better, because the main thing, we're going to be reaching out people that perhaps have not the means to go outside, to go to the gym, but we can bring this to their house, you know, and for free, thanks God, you know. It is all as a volunteer, if you will. And why not? It's a great sport, something that we all need it, you know, for our mental and physical stability and mental and physical fitness more than anything. Okay, guys. Once again, this is Coach Julio Gomez, you know, the Julio Academy, Julio Boxing Academy, and this is the concept: body, mind, and spirit. Okay. May the Lord bless you always, and till next time, I'll see you guys later. Okay. Future champs, don't let me down. You can do it. Okay. Show me your skills. Love you all. Take care.